Now, I'm Kyle Exum. I am a full-time influencer as of 2018. And I spent my time between 2014 to now really trying to learn how to do that, ever since I found out that that was even a possibility. And I came up with about or first of all, let me ask, does anybody in the crowd want to become a full-time influencer? Anybody? Okay. Okay, we got a good amount. So this is for you guys that are looking to maybe make that a reality for yourselves. I came up with two theories over the last about 8 years that are supposed to be able to help you get to that point. So one of these theories is what I call the Mount Everest theory. And it is that it would be easier to climb Mount Everest if it had some stairs. So it's a pretty basic concept. But the idea is that any giant goal that you have, it's easier to accomplish if you break it down into more bite-sized pieces. So for myself, I really wanted to be an influencer. I was just starting college in 2016. And I had this idea that, okay, if I get 1 million subscribers by 2020, then I'll be officially a full-time influencer. So I thought through, okay, that sounds pretty impossible. But then when I sat down and thought about it, I was like, well, that would pretty much have me at around 500,000 subscribers by like junior year, and then that would be about 250 by sophomore and about 100 by the end of freshman year. And when I thought about it and broke it down, it was really about 300 subscribers a day. And that made it a lot more manageable for me to think, okay, I think I can actually attain this, like make it a reality for myself. So the idea is no matter how big your goal is or whatever it is, breaking it down into those pieces, creating those stairs to climb up whatever Mount Everest you have is the best way to attain it. That leads me to my next piece, which is about how to climb those stairs, which is where I get to what I call the trillion view video. Now, the concept is pretty simple. There is a video out there with 1 trillion views. We just haven't made it yet. And one of these days, it will be made, as you can imagine. Does anybody know the most viewed video in the world right now? No? It's, oh, right here? Close, close. It's actually, oh, okay, right here in the back. Baby Shark, yep. At 10.86 billion views is Baby Shark, which is crazy. But it's still about 100 times that would be the first video to have 1 trillion views. Now, why do we care about this concept? Well, the idea is that the more time, or the closer that you get to that, or the more attempts that you make to get close to that 1 trillion view video, the closer you get to attaining, that video. So basically, to break it down a little bit, to be able to apply that to your channel, the easiest way to start is thinking about what that would look like for yourself. So for me, I think about, okay, what kind of video would even have 1 trillion views? I'd imagine something pretty simple, actually, even though it seems like a crazy feat, but something that would be digestible by just anybody. Maybe something that's got international appeal that the whole world might understand. Maybe something that's just super creative or something that can be passed down generation to generation, one way or another. And so in my attempts of doing this, I had this idea. I was like, okay, well, maybe I can try something that would be passed down. Music seems to be maybe one of the things that has done well in this way. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I can make a song about maybe a story, maybe like 3 Little Pigs or something like that. And then I ended up writing a book called Trap 3 Little Pigs, made a song to it. And then I failed in my attempt to get to the 1 trillion view thing. But I failed a lot closer than I thought I would and got about 50 million views combined with streams and views on this concept. Then I was like, okay, well, I didn't make it that time, so what else can I do to get maybe a little bit closer? And I thought, well, what if I did something that's almost seen as essential, like classical music or something that people just don't really think about? And that's when I made a video or a song called Beethoven, which was kind of this trap for release thing with like, Beethoven's most popular song and then making a song to it. And that ended up with 75 million streams on all streaming networks, which still failed in the feat, but came a lot closer than I would have gotten if I hadn't imagined this. So the idea is that the more you continuously try to reach your goal of hitting 1 trillion views on a video, the closer you'll become, and then the closer you might become to becoming a full-time influencer. But at the end of the day, what matters most is just making sure that you have fun and enjoy yourself and just be yourself no matter what kind of content you want to make or whatever brand you want to make. So that's my talk for the day. Hopefully that helped some of you all that are aspiring to be influencers. And yeah, thank you for listening.